how to rapidly change state. How to rapidly change state. The subject of this video sort of came about because I was doing some research on the web into chief executives, and I came across a piece of research which pointed out the major emotions that chief executives experience in their work, and 4 of them were frustration, overwhelm, disappointment, and irritation. So I thought, okay, yes, frustration I can identify with sometimes, so I thought I'd see if I could do some state work on that frustration in relation to a particular client or project. So what I'm going to do is take 2 clients or projects, one of which is going really well and I'm very pleased about it, and the other one I'm experiencing a little bit of difficulty and I'm not sure why. Well, in fact I am now sure why, because I did rehearse this earlier to make sure that it worked. But I'm going to sort of take you through how I went about exploring it, and it did in fact lead to a different perception of the circumstances. So how to rapidly change state. Now, the way I'm standing back here like this is because I want you to be able to see my arms. And what I'm going to do is mark the states in sensory terms, see, hear, feel terms. So my good state, I'll just step here so you can see I'm choosing here for the good state, is when I consider what it looks like, what it sounds like, what it feels like, what it might smell like or taste like. I see it here. Now, I might hesitate while I'm reflecting internally, because I do have to do this as well as talking about it to you. I see it here and it's very enjoyable, it's got colour in it, it's mobile, but I'm marking it here. So you can see, if I stand like this, you can see I've marked it there. Okay, so that's the way my experience is represented, and I'm marking it there. The second state, the second state, the project where it's not going as well as I want. My physiology is different. It's in my fingertips. It's in my shoulders, it's in my knees, it's in my fingertips. And I've got some internal dialogue where I'm talking about the client to myself. I'm looking across here, I've got a feeling, which is slightly frustrated feeling. And I've got this internal dialogue, slightly frustrated feeling, internal dialogue, slightly frustrated feeling, internal dialogue, slightly frustrated feeling. And you can hear the loop. And that's, if you like, a 2-point loop, and that's exactly what happens. And it doesn't resolve itself. So I want to see what would happen if I took that particular client or project over to the place where I represent things really well. And I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to lift it and put it there. I get immediate information. There is an integration that has to take place, but I get immediate information. So in this place, there is no internal dialogue. I am paying attention and listening to the other person. In this place, there's just a 2-point loop. It's stuck. So I lift it up and I bring it here. And I can see after a few seconds that the the reason that one over there is my fault, the reason that one over there is stuck is my fault. I thought it was the client's fault. And I was frustrated about the responses that I was getting. But over here, I can see there is something that I can do, which is along the lines of listening, rather than telling. And I get an immediate change in my relationship with that person. So that's how to rapidly change state. And we're using the structure of our subjective experience. How we're seeing, what we're seeing, where we're seeing it. And I'm trying to show you that where is an important variable in the dynamic states that you want to achieve.